Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit today. What I usually do on this channel is I show off 4 books from random and I end on a key issue. However, in this video, I have a lot more to show. So what I do is I buy things from this comic book shop up in Brisbane, and they're called Fats Comics, and they have a lot of auctions online, and I pick and choose a lot of really interesting books, or books that I find interesting. And what I do is I have them stockpile it for, say, 4 to 6 months. And so twice a year, I get them to ship it out. And yesterday, being Monday, they sent out a whole bunch of stuff. So there's what I just showed you there, and there's something back here which has 2 huge keys. And I'm very happy to have them in my collection. But because there's so much here, I want to crack on. So the first one I want to show you is Baron Werewolf's Haunted Library issue 30. Yeah, issue 30 from Charlton Comics. Now, I won't say too much about this. If you know, you know. I personally, this is just personal experience. The artwork in this is a little bit subpar, and the paper quality is also a little bit subpar. However, it's horror anthology. It's what I love. So when this came up, I went, "Yep, I'm going to get this because, yeah, it's what I like." Now, what I have next is a book called Bad Apples. Now, I don't actually remember ordering this. Maybe I do. It's a little bit of like a booby book, but I haven't really looked through it too much. I don't even know what issue this is. I'll just assume and say it's issue 1. I'd have to crack it out to have a bit more of a look, but because I've got so much to go through, maybe not. The next one I want to show off is Cliffhanger Comics, with Don Wilson, Tom Mink, Tom Mix. And the reason why I got this was Naoka, the Jungle Girl, and I think this is a reprint of her first appearance. So I might have to put this up on my Instagram account, which is Hannibal King 2099. I might have to ask Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, because he is a huge fan of Naoka. Is it Naoka? Yeah, Naoka right there. Yeah, so I might have to reach out to Alan and see. And they also sent me issue 2 of Cliffhanger Comics. So yeah, there we are. The next one, now this was just a bit of a weird one. Daktari by Dell, and again, I don't know what issue this is because Dell were notorious for not putting the numbers on their covers. But yeah, I think Daktari is the ape here, or the chimpanzee. I'll have to read it to find out. If you know anything about Daktari, though, please let me know. Now, this one was a bit weird. It's a Vertigo book, or DC. It's Dr. Occult, A Waltz of Screams. So, yeah, I picked this up just on a whim. The price was right, and I thought, let's have a see what it's like. If it's anything like Dr. 13, who I'm interested in, Dr. Occult might be a little bit interesting. Now, this was a little bit of a cover by, but it was also, I think Howard Chaykin has done the cover. It's Firearm, #1 by Malibu Comics. Let's see, Cully Humner. I like Cully's work. And there we are, Cully Humner on Interior Duties. And I have to Google this, but this might be the first appearance of Firearm. Now, what I have next is an Aussie reprint of a book called Fury. Yeah, I was at not a comic book shop. I was at an old bookshop, which was about 40 minutes that way today, called Abracadabra, and they had nothing but this, and like Aussie reprints, but like not even good Aussie reprints. It's just churned out stuff, and it was in really poor condition. This one's in really nice condition, but this shop had just books like just stacked up and just everywhere, and they were wanting between $7 to $15 an issue. And I didn't stay there too long. It was a little bit interesting, but yeah, Anyway, I'm not huge on the Aussie reprints such as this, but it was in such nice condition that I thought, why not? The next one I have for you is Giant Size Doc Savage issue 1. Now, this is a reprint of his first appearance in Marvel Comics, but it is Doc Savage. Did I say Doc Samson? Giant Size Doc Savage. That's if I said that, then that's what I meant. um, but yeah, just a reprint, and I thought, why not? Why not? If you're a fan of Doc Savage, yeah, go for it. Green Arrow Annual 3 from 1990, and I think this is the question, but that's the question. I don't know. Ah, dad jokes. Okay, the next one is Law Dog by Epic Comics, which was an imprint of Marvel, I believe. It's part of their Heavy Hitters line. And yeah, I believe this is Law Dog. Again, I haven't read this yet. I haven't read a lot of these books. I haven't read any of them, actually, because they all arrived yesterday. I sorted them out, and now I'm showing you. But yeah, if you know anything about Law Dog, and if you know anything about any of these books, please put down in the comments below, because I'm very interested to know. The next book is Gunfighters, issue 64 from Charlton. Yeah, I saw this on the auction, and it was a nice price, and I went, not a lot of people are buying Westerns at the moment, which is unfortunate, because I enjoy them. Maybe it is fortunate that people aren't buying them, because I do enjoy them. And I thought this was an interesting cover. So there we go. The next one is Marvel Age 51 with the Punisher on the cover. I don't know why I bought this. There was something about it. Yeah, a lot of these things, I see them on like during the week. The auction comes up, and I just go tick tick tick. Let's go, and then they say, okay, you want it. So, whoop de doo. The next one, this was again a bit of a booby book, but it's Naked Fangs: Tales of Vampiric Romance by Acid Rain. What issue number is this? Issue 2. It's issue 2. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, vampires and boobies. Why not? Okay. Thank you. Oh, there we go. It does have the number on there. Romantic Story by Charlton. It's issue 106. Romance books, anthologies. They don't come up very often here in Australia. So when they do, and they're a good price, I snap them up because maybe it's just the anthology series, like format. Maybe that's what I'm really attracted to. So it could be any kind of form, any kind of genre. But if it's in anthology, I'm going to pick it up. And yeah, there we go. Romantic Story issue 106. I then got... What's going on here? Okay. All right. So we got Seeker 3000 issue 1. There we are. And then we also have Seeker 3000 issue 1, but it's the reprint. It's the reprint of the spectacular debut of Seeker 3000. Now, I'm not familiar with this property, but again, if you know anything about this and you want to regale me or educate me, please do. I then picked up issues 1 and 2 of Skeleton Warriors. And from memory, on this auction, there was a bit of a fight for these 2 issues, and I'd never really heard about Skeleton Warriors all that much. But I thought, dip my foot in and see what it's like. So I mean, it's a really nice front cover. So why not? Okay. Next up, we have Ski Party by Dell with Frankie Avalon. Here we go, Frankie Avalon on there. I think that's why I bought it. It had Frankie on there, and I thought, yep. Let's go. The things you auction on, late at night. Okay, next up we have What If issue 93. Now this was not from Fats Comics. This was from another vendor, but this is the only one of his I bought. So yeah, the only thing is I got it for a really good price because the cover is almost attached. Which is unfortunate, but I will read it, and I'll be very careful about how I do so. So the next one is X-Force Annual 1 from 1992. We have Shatterstar on the cover there. A lot of these annuals, especially the 90s annuals, they were just books to flip through. Don't pay too much attention to the story because it's not really that important. Maybe one or two annuals were a little bit important, but most of the time it's just filler. And when it comes to X Force, filler artwork is always nice artwork. So we'll see. I live in hope that that's an enjoyable read. So I got two kind of bigger books to show off, and then I'm going to go on to the key issues for this video. What we have here is The Fatal Bullet, which is the assassination of President James A. Garfield. So I thought, yeah, that might be an interesting read. It looks interesting enough. Excuse me. Being here in Australia, I don't know why I'm so fixated on US politics, especially the presidential politics. But yeah, I thought, why not? Why not? And look, it was a cover buy. I do like this style of artwork. So yeah, why not? Now this one, I remember bidding on it, but I don't remember why. It's a bit weird. I'm gonna have to Google this. But Royal Sable, I don't know what this is about. It's a smaller book, as you can see, because it's a standard format sleeve. But yeah, it's a small book. Yeah, a little bit weird, but that could be fun. Who knows? All right, so I've got that much to go. So thank you for sticking with me. I hope you're finding this interesting. But we're now onto the keys. And we have here Shatterstar issue 3 by... Geez, my eyesight's shocking. Graphics. I can't even see it. Ah, there we go. Slave Labor. It was so dim. I've got the ring light right there, but it was so dim. Yeah, Slave Labor comics and Shatterstar issue 3. Now, what makes this a key is this is the first time that Ron Lim has drawn a comic book. And yeah, there we go. Ron Lim's first work. Very happy to get that. Now, this is a bit of a double key. We have the Naive Interdimensional Commando Koalas by ICG. I don't know who ICG is. And it's their first appearance, and it's also an homage to Abbey Road by the Beatles, obviously. And yeah, there we go. Now, I've flicked through this. It's very weird, and they play up the fact that Australia is on the other side of the world, and a few of the pages are upside down. But yeah, there we go. So the Naive Interdimensional Commando Koalas. And they also have the Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters over here, all waving. Okay, so next up is Marvel Age issue 17. Again, a lot of this times I have to Google this. I think this might be the first appearance of the Muppets in comic book form, or the first appearance of the Muppets in Marvel. But not really in comic book form, because it's just like it's a rundown of the series. So again, I have to go through it and have a bit more of a look. But yeah, there we go. What do you think? Next up is DC Silver Age Classics, which is a reprint of Detective Comics, the Choo Choo issue. I don't know what issue this is. I do know, though, that it's the first appearance of Martian Manhunter, because I was going through it yesterday and I saw his very first appearance. Actually, I don't have it sticky taped together, so I might actually show it real quick, because it was very cool. There we go. And I opened up on the right page. There we go. Martian Manhunter. Look at that. There he is, right there where my finger is. Okay. Bit of fun. Okay, so the next one is The Conqueror, the movie adaptation by Dell with John Wayne. And what made this so much of a key is that this production caused a lot of ill health later in life, just due to the location of the shoot. It's very unfortunate. It's a very tragic story. And the movie was also it was not a good movie. And I think John Wayne was a little bit miscast as Genghis Khan, But yeah, that is it's a time shot in history, so that's why I picked it up. There we go, The Conqueror. And I might put this one extra last. Actually, I'll put it very last because, yeah, I want to show it off. Now, the next one is Batman issue 550, the first appearance of Chase, introducing Chase. Yeah, a bit of a key, not a major key. DC did something with this character for a little while, but then she kind of fell into the background and hasn't really been seen since. But it is a Clayface issue. It's a nice, big, thick issue, and I'm very much looking forward to reading this. Let's see, Kelly Jones on art, so you can't really go wrong there. Now, the next one is, let's see, the Adventures of Reamy Peepers and Chunky Highlights by Oni Press. It's issue 1, and the reason why I bought this is this was written by Penn Jillette, and that was the sole reason. And also the cover, it looks a bit weird. But yeah, Penn Jillette's involvement in this book was an instant buy for me. And yeah, so the Adventures of Reamy Peepers and Chunky Highlights. It just sounds very weird. I've got 2 more books to go, and then I'll let you go. The next one is Airboy, issue 3 by Eclipse, and this is the reintroduction of the Heap. Or is this the first appearance of the Heap? Let me know in the comments below, please. If this is the first appearance of the Heap, then I am in a heap of a good mood. Yeah, I'm going to take this home. I'm going to have a look, a bit more of a research, and yeah, the first appearance of the Heap would be a very nice little feather in my cap, the cap that I don't wear. But yeah, there we go, the Heap and Airboy. Now, actually, no, that's not the first appearance, because I remember Chuck Dixon saying on his channel that he reintroduced the Heap. Yeah, so it's his reintroduction. So, all right, just relax, Martin, just relax. The last issue, though, the last one I want to show off is the Blair Witch Project by Oni Press. It's issue 1. It's drawn by Johnny. Sorry, Tommy Lee Edwards. Oh, Johnny Lee Edwards. I'm a fool. Yeah, Tommy Lee Edwards, and yeah, where is it now? There we go. It's all in black and white. And if you remember this movie, it was, I was telling my son about it last night. This movie hit like a ton of bricks in the late 90s, and it was huge. It was like a cultural moment. And then it was like this, and then that was it. Yeah, I think they're doing something with the Blair Witch Project, like a 20-30 year anniversary, but I'll have to inspect a little bit more. I do know they made a sequel, which I don't think too many people saw. But anyway, that was offered in the auction, and I thought, why not? The Blair Witch Project. Look, at least the artwork looks nice. So we'll see what it's like. But that's the video for tonight, or today. Thank you for sticking with me. I really do appreciate it. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. And waiting for the next one, because there's 2 huge books that I'm going to be showing off. Okay, bye guys.